And we're back, everyone, to my Let's Play video series of Dragon Age Inquisition. Now then, we'll be going into the tavern. But firstly, look around, see if there's any loot outside. Now to advance story plots. Because, geez, we have done a lot of side stuff in the hinterlands. I mean, a lot of side stuff. So Redcliffe. Stuff about Redcliffe. So Arleman gave the Arlene to Tegan. Because Connor not exactly ideal. And now the Defender Imperium's apparently opposing on Redcliffe and the mages and stuff like that. So we have to, of course, deal with that. Which we shall, once this actually loads. There's so much I want to do in videos, but then it takes forever. Doing all these side quests, and then dialogues, and then other stuff. I can't get everything done in one video. So, well. Now come on, it's at 30 frames per second. Should be, there we go.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke.
That would be a good idea to
You
bring
look
her.
dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done.
Yeah,
I've got nothing.
Adventure
As one
is
indenture to Her Majesty.
bad.
I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Yeah, Adventure is bad.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Obvious bad guy is obvious. But anyway.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Right.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
So, where's Benty?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? That's a polite way of saying thrown out on his ass.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Well, let's
If
negotiate.
you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable man.
She doesn't seem very happy about this.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be... Felix,
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
So, obvious bad guy with obvious weakness.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
But plots. Yay, plots.
Ooh, very mysterious.
Game, let me choose.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
There's a dialogue. Talk.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition?
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages.
Don't I
No one
Vivian
wants us to
here?
look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
But don't magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their wars. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
Right.
Why does everyone think we're part of the Chantry? We left the Chantry. They hate us.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
So,
Go back to your Templars. We don't need you.
I'll fine be that way. move.
Just
Oh.
rumors.
I suppose you're right.
Wee Burks. How about you? Anything to say?
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
They're probably in danger because, yeah.
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Well, sure, why
We
not?
would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
More agents for
Thank
the
you.
Inquisition.
While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Huzzah, huh?
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Yeah, I was busy doing stuff.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosberg. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
If you were happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote sorted that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose.
There are still some of us who are loyal in the Empress's court.
I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
I see.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinter...
So I can't ask him about anything? I mean, can't ask him to join the Inquisition? Or to read? More reading. And no, I'm not gonna actually read that. There's way too many codex entries. And that's pretty much just what's up now. Is codex entries. So anyway, we have to go to the Chantry. Ah, yes. The Oculaur. Made out of tranquil skulls. Skull on it. Tune properly if the tracker is in close proximity to one of the shards when the demon is forced to possess him. And then the blow must be lowered immediately. That could produce when tracker killed. If a manslayer failed to eliminate the shards when used. Yep. Making tracker skulls that basically can find the shard. Yeah. Fun times. An iron bow. Yay, iron bow. And voting. Oh, okay, I'm trying to take this long to load. Wee. So much loading. Now then, to the chantry.
Could be better.
Talk to the refill buffer.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world.
Anything could come
If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
Investigate.
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned Andraste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the Circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
But there's a priest right there. Out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
Right.
I will leave you to your duties.
And there was a priest over it. Don't question it. Anyway, to the chantry. Which hopefully shouldn't take too long. But then again, who knows with these loading times. So gain power and influence by suing fade drifts, establishing new camps, and completing side quest. As far as claiming keeps, fulfillment. Basically, there's a lot of ways to gain power and influence. We already have a lot of power, and we are still on the first area. Wee, so much loading.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Right. Remember how I said we still need another mage? Yeah, that was easy enough.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Stop talking like you're waiting for applause. Just tell me what's going on.
What? There's no applause? Fine. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I like Dorian. He's a pompous ass. With an ego that matches my own. But he's also... well, you'll see. Anyway.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died.
You catch on quick.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
Who knows?
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori.
Ah yes, the Venatori.
And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
Clipping issues.
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
All this for me. And I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
So things we don't gain him as an ally.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Yet. Which annoys me because I want him as an ally. But oh well. Blarg. Wish there was better loot. Oh wow. Oh. I was think I'm level 9. And then the game's like, you're level 9. Well, the more you know. Still not sure about Lightning Bolt. I'm almost tempted to save my points for now. Yeah, I'm gonna save my points for now. Because I'll need to start stockpiling them after level 10 for something. And now more loading. Anyway, I'll meet you back at Haven once we actually load fast enough and get there and stuff. Yay. Okay, now then, back in Haven.
Travel safely.
I doubt there's anything new. But I figured I'd check. Wait. Nope, nothing.
Please send Visser our thanks.
Black Wall. I want to talk about the hinterland stuff.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
Don't mention it. We happen to be in the area.
Exactly.
Here I thought we were having a special bonding moment. But I've seen enough of this Inquisition to believe that we do good work.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Exactly.
And I look forward to it.
Huzzah.
Nothing right now.
Okay. Level 12, level 9. That is not going to be... Yeah, yes, that was not going to be as good, sadly. Okay, this hunter armor, though, I can make better. I can indeed make better. That'll have to do. Iron bows, what are those? Not bad, not bad. So can I make a better weapon? So I could make a Magister staff. Only problem though is, yeah, you know, we don't really have the materials yet. We have at least some things to be able to make tier 2 stuff. But yeah, can't really make too much good stuff yet. You can never really craft Vintars, sadly. Armor, we still have tier 1 stuff. Because we didn't really buy such, we didn't have the money to buy it in Bioware yet. Which we still don't really have the money, but oh well. Can I talk to you, Krim?
What can I do for you?
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to place that as Jennifer Hale. But that is Jennifer Hale. With the voice.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. Worst part was the squirrels.
Squirrels are indeed dangerous.
Do the charges specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops, as skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
I assume the charges observe the standard etiquette.
Absolutely. Clean record and cleared to take jobs in any country you can name. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
Aren't they all so nice? Iron Bowl?
Can I help you?
Apparently not. Apparently not. So the unfortunate thing is we can't have Dorian yet, so yeah. Oh well, so things. I want that still. That, I'm just gonna keep for sentimental value, I guess. So that. Keep that. Don't need that. Keep that. Yeah, I'll keep those. A bit silly, but meh. Okay, I don't need that many grappling chain rings. Or rampage rings.
If you get thirsty later, come by the bar. I'll make sure Flisson treats you.
Where's... Oh, there's Varrock.
Need something?
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Also inclined toward extravagance.
Bothers me that you get
Another
those
time,
choices, but yet there's nothing new.
Yes?
Do you think that you and I might, someday...
You and I? Don't be absurd, my dear.
Yep. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. We must go to the tavern and talk to Sarah. Almost forgot. Yay, more songs unlocked. Anyway, so.
Ready for waiting.
Seriously? I don't have access to that yet.
Is the Inquisition...
At least I'm used to that.
What do you think?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
It's bombed for me. At some point, you can basically ask Sarah to unlock those locks in the dungeon.
Heaven has been filled
But
with silence.
apparently I can't
I knew
yet.
then, and crossed my heart.
Because yeah, you'd come down here and it'd be like, we can't open that. Because, well, we can't access Varric or her from hell. But yeah, there's that note. And there's a chest in one of them. Probably nothing actually good in it. But still. Yeah, you can't actually access any of them. So you'd ask Sarah and she'd go unlock the locks. But apparently we can't ask her, so... yeah. Odd. Ah, well.
Researcher Minave wishes to use some inexpensive...
Time to advance plot some more. To the war room. And to my time manipulation factor. Ah, we got a perk. Yay, perks. Okay, so we could acquire that, which is eh. That's not bad. That's not bad. But we don't have focus yet. Okay, so warriors come at it. I think they were like maybe tier 1 or 2, so they're not really worth trying to get. More healing potions wouldn't be bad. However, that right there isn't bad. We do need to get that after all. However, I also want to get tempered glass files. Yes. Okay, so I have my date and time window open because there's a lot of things to do. You might know sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps he can advise. Colin. Letter from Sarah Falls. For your big hats, Lord, whoever says you're rubbish, his servants don't care. But could drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. Think scrolls or something. Sarah. Discover Herald's symbols and directions up below. Also, Sarah's name 37 times. We've no time for games. Fortunate to stop us with soldiers. So, sign Josephine. Choose a successor in the light. Yeah. Josephine would do better now. Address to Vivaline. Lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top of the tree. Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. Once again, Josephine. The chant remained. But I prefer Lariana. Confrontation with Mother Heaven and the Pharaoh's market had the desired effect to a point. Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of sweat, later in the actions of Lord Dialouges. And I'm not going to read all these, because there's just going to be a lot of them. But, yeah, assign. And pushing buttons. Opening folders. We don't have anyone that can actually do that. And of course we have money. We always have money. Okay, the weapon. Since we found like all those monument things of this, we can find a weapon. Cruiser is a long-time scholar of agent before I find the information you uncovered about Terra Bright and it's fascinating. May believe the Emperor unsophisticated barbarians with no culture worth studying. But do not our legion say the same of us. So, blah blah blah. Based on that, I might be able to find the site where the legendary axe. That might be good for Iron Ball.
Alright.
So yeah. But yeah, 15 hours. I don't have time for that, so basically what we do is we select, we change the day to the, we change the day, and it lights my computer. Yay. So basically a day has passed in-game time, and that's not an axe, that's a staff. Crystal, I have no idea what to say. Scholars have debated whether Terra's legend of axe of crystal, axe with a magically reinforced crystalline head, or perhaps even just a very polished axe. Probably the word translated from the ancient language, commonly taken to be axe, in fact merely means hafted weapon. It's possible that the translation of the saga have been edited to admit that may have been using what seemed from all appearances to be a staff. It would more commonly be used by a mage. So we got a staff. Not an axe. Right. Oh, also, by the way, the Inquisition needs bees. Know what ruins the party? Bees. I know men who teach us how. To draw them safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. Someone south. Screw a jar, bee saying someone in the face. Also a butt. She drew a butt. Sure, why not? So yeah, 15 points to do the next story mission, which we have. It's basically a do you want the mages or do you want the Templars thing? We'll get to that shortly, but now we're investigating things. Before the fifth line, the right for the hill for Alden. Haven is worshipped by the cultures who worship a dragon that they thought was Andraste. Both the cultures and the dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the temple sacred ashes, but there may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains. You, go.
All right.
Do stuff. Now then, Josephine. I believe I was going to send you to, well, firstly, Stan and I needed only a few examples, because our two both spoke against the Inquisition and had unsavory secrets they were desperate to keep hidden. One even admitted to kill the agent who spoke to her, and the agent was forced to kill her in self-defense. They went further than I would have liked, and my stiffened Chantry's resolve to oppose us in the long run, but for now they are cowed and can be counted for political allies. So I gained influence. Meh, whatever. The papers we received from Sarah's friends document a large sabotage of her rival's marriage, create the scandals that fell. Very useful for implying our influence. More influence. We. So, my dearest Feflane, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition. Surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me as a friend to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justine is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servant, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders, that it was Secret Pentecost and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry, and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape that acquaintance immediately. Yeah, you go deal with that.
Let us begin.
And once again, we change day and time. Stop lagging. Duh, you have lost your connection to the Origin server. Well, that's not good. Influence. The Dutch will go to 3 members of the dead Duke's family, blah blah blah. You deal with
At your
that.
service.
I think only Josephine can deal with that. Which is annoying. Because I already sent her and stuff. We have received weapon plans and located an Aperry 2 supplies. 90%, the beekeeper tinted his fingers and sneered. Of course. Quite disturbing, so we have the jar of bees grenade recipe, because it's a thing. The crap of how many passages remained undiscovered, even after the Chantry's arrival. They scoured every inch of the mountains for years in search for anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't build in all of this. So long before, of the new passages undiscovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, were used some artifacts. So we got a crappy life ward artifact. Right. Oh, you. The runes discovered. Right, go investigate.
Let's see what we have.
And since, well, we don't really have anything for him to do, meh, whatever.
To work?
Now we change the day yet again. And we gain, meh, some money. Interesting, the ruins of Almarian origin belonged to the tribes you inherited throughout almost 1,000 years ago. But you only got 44 gold from that. Yeah, of course you did. I am of course pleased to hate the Inquisition, its holy endeavor, blah blah blah. Here's some money. Yes, you go to
Let us
that.
begin.
And you go with that.
Let's see what we have.
And upon the waking sea, yes, they have apparently discovered something on one of the large islands of the northern coast. So, you go investigate.
To work?
So now we change the time. And we have found a figurine of armored Andraste in an ancient vault. So that takes care of things over here for now. Can still get a coin, of course. Which, sure, why not?
Let us begin.
You deal with that. Some iron. And an ancestral shield of light. Not bad. Okay, so we've completed things over here for now. As my internet screws around with me. Wonderful. So now then. Firstly reset my time. Oops, I should have done that on that one. Time remaining, yeah, I should have done that. Oops. Let me fix that. Forget about that. Yeah, you don't want to have things active when you reset your time. It's bad. Now then. Okay, so in the next video we're going to, well, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. But I figure we're a mage, we're working with the mages, we're gonna go with the mages. So yeah, next time. Hope y'all enjoyed, thank y'all, and have a nice day.